Alright, we are going to do a recording here. Let's see if this works. Oh, there I am. So we're going to hit OK. I should have done this prior to starting. There we go. There we go. Get the hair fixed. I haven't fixed the hair. Good morning. It is November 3rd at 11:07 in the morning. I forgot to check to see if Live Windows Training posted anything this morning, and maybe he's taking a break. The last thing was 4 days ago. So what this morning is going to be all about, or what this is going to be all about, is I downloaded Blender yesterday. I watched a video on it. It looked really interesting, and I've got Photoshop I'm learning, DaVinci Resolve that I'm learning, and now I have, ta-da, Blender. And this is what I played around with last night and created, which is just real basic and real simple from memory of watching the video that I watched. And I did all this from memory, and I was struggling trying to get everything lined up for now, and I feel pretty good about, I got the two big squares lined up, and all I'm doing is I'm holding down my mouse button and I'm looking at it from a different perspective. And since it's three-dimensional or 3D, you can look at it from practically any angle. Now see, this strikes me as interesting because from this angle, that looks like the three long things and the four long things are on the same plane. Even from there they look the same. There you can see the angle, and you can clearly see, where was it, the angle right there, that the three are at an upward angle or a downward angle depending on how you look, and the other ones are pretty flat. So a lot to learn on this, and there's another way you can do this other than using the mouse button, but I think this mouse button is the way to go. You can put color to these, although I don't remember how to do that. You can change their sizes. You can shift duplicate, or shift D, which is duplicate, and then you have a new one right here. And then you can, I think it's this one. No, bear with me for 1 second. I think it might be this one here, where you can, I'm going to change this around so we can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to move it just a little bit. I'm going to come back over here to the move button. I'm going to move it. Well, maybe I'm not going to move it. I'm going to, well, you know. Oh, wait a minute. That's the problem. I was still attached to this one. So now I'm going to move this. Well, maybe I'm not going to move it. Doggone it. I want to move. There we go. Let me find it. So I'm going to put this in line with this. Now it looks like it's a different thickness, but it's an exact duplicate of this one. So it actually isn't bigger. But what I want to do now is, I think it's this one. Now that's to rotate it. So you can rotate it using these buttons and Control Z. And you can rotate it this way, Control Z, and then you can rotate it this way, X, Y, and Z, Control Z. And then what I want to do is I actually want to move it out of the way over here, because what I want to do is I want to change the thickness of it, and I gotta remember how to do that. There we go. So I can make it as thick as I want. I can make it short, fat, stubby as I want. And apparently everything you do in this starts out with this little cube. And again, Control Z, and then Control Z again. I don't know if Control Z will put it back in line or not. It does. That's kind of cool. So I'm going to move it back over because I want to keep it. Oh, so now it's grabbing all three of them because they're actually all. So that means I should be able to do that. I did. I was able to do that. It's moving all three because they're all three a duplicate. So I'm going to double click over here and I'm going to grab this one right here and move it back into its proper space, which is right there, I believe. I'm going to check that out. So close. I still need to go about right. I'm going to say about right there. Now there's no, I have no, other than the project with my grandchildren, there is no plans or project or anything of that nature right yet for this. This is just real basic. I probably will go back and watch the tutorial and learn how to do things. Is this the move right here? Yeah. So I'm going to put it about right there. And then I'm going to rotate it. Okay, so other than the space between the three, they look like they're in a pretty good line right there. And I think there is a grid somewhere, I think. And what I wanted to do before I stopped the video is I wanted to learn how to change the color, and I don't remember how to do that. I thought it was scene properties, the camera. Nope, that's not it. So this has got the word color in it, and I've got that one marked. So I'm going to try to change the color here, and I'll go to this one here. Oh, it's not changing the color. Last night, this little graph up here was oh, because of the opacity. There we go. So I'm going to go with green, but it's not changing the color up here. So I'm not sure as to why that is. I know that the colors can be changed. So you got, I don't see anything there that says paint or color or anything along those lines. You got your background surfaces right here. Unless, now you should be able to, maybe it has to do with the strength. I don't know. I've got to drag it. I don't think that's it. So I got a ways to go. I mean, I really do. You can add, I think you can add objects in here. And I'm kind of drawing a blank. The goal right now is just to figure out how to get the doggone coloring to work, or change the color. Maybe it was down here. Oh, there's material. Well, we might be getting somewhere now. So the base color, let's change this one. Let's go again to this ugly little green and change that one. Change it to a more blue. And I don't think there's an OK button or anything of that nature. So one of those should have changed, I would think. I don't know. Oops. Don't want to do that. Nope, don't want to do that again. I don't see a save button in here. And it looks like it's changing them all. So I only got base color, subsurface, preview. Oh, that looks kind of cool. So I'm going to look forward to it. I really am. I want to go back to material. I think there's a way you can actually use activate material index, double click to rename material. It's down here. Material properties. It clearly hasn't changed color. Maybe I have to do this and then change the color. Again, let's go to something that we're going to notice. not changing the color. Well, maybe lesson 2 will be I changed the color. I don't know. I want to also, and I apologize if the sun is really bright this morning. Let's go to File. That's not what I want. I wanted to put a new object in there. Object mode. Clearly I got a lot to learn, and I look forward to learning it. It's going to be small stuff. So, object context menu. I got mirror, snap, parent, delete. I already figured out how to delete. I had a bunch of stuff on there last night. I figured out how to delete them pretty quickly. What I wanted to do right now is I wanted to change. I wanted to add an object. You got animation, shading, active workspace, modeling. Beats me. So anyway, that's one of my new projects. And if this goes the way that I hope that it goes, then that'll be great. So I guess what we could do is I could save this project. In fact, let's try that. So we're going to go to Save. And this is going to go to my documents. No, I don't want it to go to my documents. What I want to do is cancel that. I want to go over to my D drive. I'm going to create a new folder, and we're going to call this Blender, oddly enough. And we're going to close that. We're going to go back to Blender. I'm going to open up. I'm going to go down to Save. I'm going to change the location of this to my F drive, and then I want it to go to Blender, and I'm going to call this one First Animation. And I'm going to, hopefully it's going to be going from F to Blender. Maybe I got to open up Blender. There we go. So it's going to go into F drive Blender, and it's going to be called First Animation. It sounds like breakfast is ready, so this is a good time to end. And we'll see. So now I'm going to close it. Yeah, I'll be there. Then I'm going to reopen it. And this seems to pop up every time. I'm going to click over there. So you always start with this cube. But I don't want the cube. I want something else. So user perspective, maybe it's there. But more importantly, I want to open. Then I want to save it. And there it is. I want to click on that. Open. Ta-da! 2 things were accomplished today. So I'm just going to close it. I'm going to shut the video off. I'm going to upload it. Thank you for watching. I don't know how long it's been going. 13 minutes maybe? 14 minutes? 14 minutes. Not bad. Appreciate that. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. If you like my email, ask me. I'll leave a comment and ask me for my email, and I will respond. Hopefully Ricky B will do that, because I've got some information I need to share with him, but I don't want to share it on YouTube. Thank you so much. Have a great day.